Now the next story that here in the Model Kazlinas, that they wrote up stories that he would relate by Fabrenyanischen, is about the famous Chassid, Rabbi Yaakov Zachariah, Rabbi Yankel Zeravitcher, they called him. The Frierdiker Rebbe said about him that if he had 20 Yanklach, he could turn over the whole Russia. I'll show you a picture of him. There's two pictures we have. One from the KGB, they're from the files that came out later. I had that on. In the other, this is a picture. I just saw it. They sent it to me, Chabadpedia. This picture, which one is this one? Oh, yeah, this is the picture from the KGB files. Now, I remember reading someone, I called someone yesterday, I called Bechol Zelikson. He didn't remember such a thing, but I recall reading, just to tell you about him. So he used to go in Moscow, he would go at night and he would make chuppah kiddushin for couples that they were afraid to do it. He would come and bring another yid, the kosher edus. He'd make chuppah kiddushin. He would find out from the registry who got married, the government registry, and then knock on the door, and he would make chuppah kiddushin. You could have many in one night. And of course, in each place, you have to say l'chaim. So he came home already, he was begilufin. But then he would see, I remember hearing the story on the shelf, and his derech chaim from the Mittler Rebbe, and he burst into tears. True, and the word goes like someone in the house, the man, she comes in, he's all fleilach, and then when a second later he's crying. It's all about tshuva, very heavy. Derech chaim, Mittler Rebbe's. This was the Yankel Zeravitcher. There's another funny thing about him is that they relate. He was appointed a Rav by the Rebbe Rashab. He was a very big Lamdan. The story tells you, is also a story within a story, that when he first was accepted into Temchet Mimim in Lubavitch, so they were fahered. And so the different categories that they were marked, the boys, then they were tested. It was from Aleph Beis Gimel Daled. That's 4 categories, and with each category is Aleph Sheba Aleph, Beis Sheba Aleph, Gimel Sheba. It was like, so 4 times, 12 categories? 16 categories. 4 categories, and each one Aleph Beis Gimel Daled. So he got Daled Sheba Daled. So when the Rebbe Rashab saw the list, he said to the Frierdiker Rebbe, by you is Daled Sheba Daled, by me is Aleph Sheba Aleph. It turned out they didn't know that he was a Baki in Shas. Can you imagine? He was a Bacha coming there. He didn't show that he's didn't answer the questions. He was a Meridik Alam. So he was appointed as a Rav, and you could find that wherever it was here, but I just want to get the story quickly. I forgot where was he a Rav? Anyway, so they wanted to fire him. But the problem was he was never there to fire him, because he was always on shlichus from the Frierdiker Rebbe Rashab and the Frierdiker Rebbe doing things he was hardly ever in the town. So it's a joke that the discussion was, what kind of Rabbi? He said, Shabbos, he's not here, we should fire him. They had a meeting. They said, yeah, but he's not here, that's not here, we should be able to fire him. But here's the Moishe thing, friends, and this I never heard. So we do know that he was taken away. The last person he saw was his friend, Matisov. This is the Matisov, the father of the Matisov's Chaim, but what's his name? Reuven's father, the Geisen. Wait, this was recorded. In Casablanca, not in, they were in, where the Matisovs? Then Raska was in Casablanca. Akoponim. No, later, there's kids in North Africa, and for years, sent by from the first Shluchim. Morocco, yeah. At any rate.
Shlomo Matisov.
Huh?
Shlomo Matisov.
Shlomo, yeah, the father of Shlomo Matisov. So they say they were together, arrested, and he was the last person that saw him. He was taken and he was shot. So, but he brings over here a model that when they put in front of the firing squad to shoot him, so there were people there, and he was dancing. And he said, "Meshist mehagit mir," because I kept Shabbos, because I gave a bris to my child. That he was Zoich the Gal Kiddush Hashem at the getanzt. That's how they shot him. This was a Bianco Zeravice. 20 Yanklach returned over Russia under the communist boot. There's also another Chassid, Axel Rod, and came to Yisrael. He also was from the great Chassidic. This Rabbi Yankel is from the 10 that the Figebe made a Krisis Bris, so the last drop of blood, Mesiras Nefesh. Themselves, wife, children, everything. And he paid the ultimate price. Why are we telling the story? We hear stories of such Mesiras Nefesh. A little bit, yeah. Hopefully it lifts us, takes the edge off a little bit of our excitement of Elam Hazeh, per se. Okay, friends. I'm excited in both ways. Getting upset or getting excited. A wonderful day, everybody. See you, Be'ez Hashem, all tomorrow.
Thank you.